What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. This is Living to Learn. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day, time out of your busy life to watch my video, to listen to what I have to share with you today. I hope it's going to be helpful. I hope it's going to be at least informative. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. Also, in the description of my videos, you're going to find my TikTok and Instagram handle. That's at Live to Learn Coaching. Please follow me there for more content. That's also where you can reach out to me directly if you have any questions. If you just want to say hi, at Live to Learn Coaching, TikTok and Instagram. Again, in the description of the video, financial support, 3 opportunities to do so, to take your support to that level on my channel. Thank you to those of you who have done so already. Again, that type of investment in what I'm doing means a lot, shows that you really appreciate what I'm trying to do here. And again, if it wasn't for people watching, if it wasn't for people benefiting, then I'd really just be making these videos for myself. So thank you so much for those of you who have taken your support to that level. I want to get started in today's video. Now, I've been making content, my videos over the last couple of weeks, probably last month and a half or so, have been directly towards men. And I mentioned on here before, that's who I feel most qualified to help, because that's how I've identified that's how I identify myself. And so those experiences, there's similarities. No story is the same, but there are a lot of similarities. There's a lot of things that I've learned by default, by mistakes, by virtue of just my principles, by luck, that have really helped me out, that have really been beneficial to my life. And so as a man, I think that I can help another man in a similar way. But three things that I want to talk about today, that where I can help another man. And number one thing that I can definitely help, I can help a man gain confidence. Now, we all have a friend, or maybe you don't. Maybe it's just in my experience. Maybe it's someone you know, or maybe they're not even a friend, just a coworker, colleague, someone you're close to. Somebody who has exceptional talent. And what I mean by that is they're really good at something. You notice it, everyone else notices it, but they themselves don't seem to have the same type of confidence that you do and what it is that they're so good at. And some people are lucky enough, some people are blessed enough to have multiple things that they're really good at, right? I mean, there's just amazing people out there. But as a man, another man, I've found that another man's not always going to see himself in that same light. They're not always going to understand just how good they are at that thing, whatever it might be. So as a life coach, I can help a man see the talent, see the ability, and gain more confidence in himself. Now, am I the most confident person in the world? Do I struggle with insecurities? The answer to the first question is no. The answer to the second question is yes. I'm not the most confident. I do struggle with insecurities, like everyone else. But what that experience does for me is it puts me in a position to better coach another man, to get him to where he can now see, like, I've got something here. I've got something to offer here. I can help men gain their confidence. I can help men put their guard down. Number 2, I can help a man bring his guard down. Now, what do I mean by that? Now, I've talked about this in other videos, different levels of self-protection, different levels of hiding emotions and not wanting to talk about certain things. Again, a lot of it has to come with comes with how we were raised. How did we grow up? How were emotions dealt with? How were things talked about? As a man, I know what it's like to want to keep things guarded. I know what it's like to not want to ask for help. I know what it's like to not want to tell the truth. Right? Someone asks you, hey, how's your day going? Oh, it's going great. But you're not really having a great day. And some people really don't want to know how you're doing. It's just being cordial. But then there are those individuals who are really asking, right? So anyway, as a coach, as a life coach, I am in a position where I can help another man. I can coach another man, get him to that place where he's able to let his guard down, where he's able to be himself, where he's able to be heard with no judgment. Because a lot of times that is at the root of a lot of our issues. We never had anyone to talk to. We were never shown how to talk about things, right? It's like one of my friends, she put in one of her stories, I think it was on Facebook about a year ago, and it was just a general message, right, to men, like, hey, if your partner, if a woman is this and that, then just tell her it's not that hard, right? It's simple. And I understood what she was saying, but what I explained to her was like, well, it's simple if you've been shown how to do that. See, not every person has been shown how to express those things, right? Not every man has been given a healthy model on how to do that. So as a life coach, that's one of the things that I'm able to do. I'm able to help another man get to a place where he can let his guard down, be transparent, really just be himself, right? Number 3, last but not least, I can definitely help another man come up with an exit plan. Now, what am I talking about here? I've referenced this before. I heard this on a Joe Rogan podcast. He talked about how every man should have an exit plan. Meaning this, if you're in a career, if you're in a job, if you're in a relationship that's just going nowhere, and you're yearning for more, you're desiring more, but you have no idea how you can get more, start to work on an exit plan. Now, this is where I think my expertise really shines, because I've discovered how to come up with exit plans in my own life with my career, right? With schooling. And so the principle applies. It does work. We can do that. It's just sometimes we're so stuck in something and it's not going well, and that's all we're focused on. We feel stuck. We feel like we can't get out, and that's understandable. But someone like myself, this is where I come in as a life coach to help men. Someone like myself can step in and shed some light on what's actually possible. Like, hey, man, I can actually help you figure a way out of this. It's not going to be right away. It's not going to be without your effort, right? I mean, as a coach, I'm helpless if the other person, if they don't want help, if they're not willing to do some things differently, right? Just like anything else. If I'm not willing to do some things differently, I shouldn't expect any different outcomes in my life. So those are some of the things that I've learned, right? I've learned how to challenge myself. I've learned how to walk myself down that list of, hey, these are some of the things I need to change. I need to start doing it like this instead of the way I've always done it. And I know the difficulty that comes with, again, where a life coach like myself comes in, is that I can provide that guidance. So if you're a man, if you know any men in your life looking for something like this, someone to help with confidence, someone to help them be transparent, let their guard down, someone to help them develop an exit plan out of a bad situation, send them my way. Share my videos with them. And I'll do my best. But thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Have a great day.